Man, it's just...
Hey.
Hey.
What it do, what it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be.
What's happening? Season
We back,
2,
baby. We back, baby.
We back.
Via Zoom.
Via Zoom.
I'm glad you decided to, go ahead and get on this Zoom with me, all right?
Yeah, I know. It's like pulling teeth dealing with me. So I appreciate your patience because I wasn't for this Zoom shit at all. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this shit.
But look at us, I can see you.
Yeah, I can see you. We don't need no mask. We ain't got to talk like this. We ain't got to. No man.
But speaking of masks and everything, man, how you been doing? What's been going on? Your family good?
Oh man, everybody's good. We just trying to just keep our immune system up, keep working out, keep eating right. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Black people, I think I had COVID back in February. I mean, I guess I did because I was a little sick back in February, but I don't know. I'm in good health. All my family in good health. Nobody directly except for
Yeah, man, your girl was down for a second. I caught that Rona. It caught me.
Yeah. I remember calling you like, hello, who is this? I can't breathe, nigga.
Man, I was down for about 2 or 3 days.
I felt so bad for you. I'm like, oh man, my homie down.
I was down, man. It's out to get us. I definitely encourage, if you listening or watching and you do catch it, take care of yourself. It's a real thing. Luckily, I quarantine and I'm good now.
So how was it for you though? Like, did you lose taste?
I immediately got like a crazy headache. It was like in my eyes. So it was a migraine. That was like the first symptom. I got a crazy headache. And then from there, like for about 2 or 3 days, I had a little cough. It went crazy. And then after that,
a dry cough.
Mm-hmm. But even before the cough, like I immediately lost my smell and taste. Like it immediately left. And it lasted for like 3 weeks. Imagine 3 weeks without tasting anything. Just
right.
You just gotta eat because you gotta eat, but couldn't taste anything. But luckily for zinc, you know what I'm saying, zinc definitely pulled me through. Then elderberry tea. What else helped me out? Man, just I was running, so I was sweating it out. But I was still
was working out.
Oh, absolutely. You gotta work out. You gotta work. Well, I take that back. For them 2 or 3 days, you heard me on the phone.
Like the first days, like the beginning.
The beginning days, when I first had that first symptom, I couldn't really do nothing. It was just not a good feeling. I had body aches, and I just needed to lay down and take my medicine, lay down, and that's what I did for 2 or 3 days. But after that, once I started feeling a little better, I was like, nah, you got to sweat this out. I'm somewhat of a fit person, so I knew to sweat it out, so I started running a little bit. Got my butt jogging, and yoga, and just got back to it. And
that's good.
Within a week, I felt good.
So it took a week.
But, it took a solid week, but I still wasn't as feeling good. The doctor told me 10 days. She's like, in 10 days you'll be fine. I was like, y'all niggas don't know what y'all talking about.
I guess that's why they do the 14-day quarantine thing. So I guess.
But I ended up I didn't trust that, so I ended up really quarantining for like 21 days because I just wanted it,
all out.
But other than that, Moo good, virtual learning. I'm a whole teacher now. I'm adding that shit to my resume.
Yes.
She good, been doing good, and the fam good, everybody good. I was the only one that got caught up.
You're the only one got caught up. Because you was outside with the rest of these motherfuckers.
I might have went outside.
No, you was.
I just for a second. Because Atlanta open. Atlanta is wide open. So it's like with Atlanta being open, I mean, I might have went a couple of bars or something to see what's happening, and then it caught me.
It got you. Yeah, man. We gotta. It's a real thing. We definitely have to continue to take care of ourselves.
Yeah, but during this quarantine, you pick up any new hobbies or what you been doing, man?
Man, I just been, honestly just refocusing and I've been I'm tapping into some investment properties back in Memphis. Okay. So I'm just kind of on that wave right now, So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just really just focus on my health and working out and eating right, reading, just just trying to just sharpen up. Yeah, just
Yeah.
maintain, just stay sharp and continuing to grow. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
What you over there reading?
Oh man, The Ways of a Superior Man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good read. For women too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
check that out.
You have
But
to pass that to your girl when you finish.
yeah. So I'm done. So you got it.
Okay. Well, I'm rereading The Alchemist. It's my
Yeah,
fourth time
I read that
rereading it.
too. Yeah, I
So it's a
read.
good book, man. It's a good
It's a
book
great book.
for, if you're looking for purpose, you're looking for passion, or you just want to, reread it because you find so many different gems in it
It's
that
so
you'll
many
be like,
gems.
oh, I forgot about, what I'm saying, what he did to do this. And so it's just overall just a great read. I recommend it. And
Absolutely.
but yeah, man, other than that, your girl I've been back on my beats. So I've been
Yes.
heavily on
Producing.
my producing. Yes.
Yes.
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Auntie beats coming
Auntie,
soon.
auntie,
You know what I'm talking
auntie
about? You know what I'm
B.
talking about?
Yeah.
So that's been
I feel
like
like
my
we've been
newest thing.
we've embraced the auntie and uncle role. Like I feel like at this age because I'm definitely an uncle.
Man,
I'm definitely an uncle.
I
And
mean, you know,
I've been an uncle for a while too. So
yeah.
it's not even
And
you
I
know.
mean, shit, I'm auntie for real. One of my brothers alone got 7 kids. So it's
Wow, that's crazy.
in me.
Yeah. Now, them birthdays coming back to back for
And
you.
they back to back.
Ooh,
It's
them
April,
birthdays.
May, June, July, August, and then it's a December.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
man, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. But other
Yeah.
than that, man, Jazzy and Facts season
On Wax
two, baby.
season two, we here, baby. And we stronger than ever this season too.
We
We
strong.
we gonna keep bringing y'all to, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We're gonna keep
But
leveling up.
gotta shout out last season because last season it was
Yes.
it was crazy. We didn't
We
expect
had some
it to
dope
do many of
DJs.
dope DJs. Shout out to
And the
DJ Pretty
feedback,
Boy Tank.
yes.
Who else we have there? T. Lewis,
Yeah.
P for Real, Tone,
Yeah.
man,
Wally.
OGs,
Yeah,
Wally,
yeah, yeah,
DDIC. It was
yeah.
crazy. Scream. Shout
It
out to the
was
homie
yeah,
Scream.
DJ Scream. Yeah. So,
Mhm.
if y'all didn't, if this y'all first time checking in, please go back and check
Go
out
back.
the first season.
Yes.
But this season, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? We have
You
some
get to
we have
see
some
us. You
you
get
get
to
to
see
see
us.
us now. So and it was supposed to happen the last season, but
Yeah.
we had some, you know what I'm
Damn
saying?
videographers, you know how they
It's
do.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
We back. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely check it out. It's available on Spotify, iTunes, or not iTunes, Apple Podcasts,
Yeah, Apple Podcast.
iHeartRadio, and all the major platforms for the podcast, man. But in each episode, we shoot the shit. We talk that
Yeah.
talk. We just catch up on things. We mainly talk about DJing and music and how we got started and all that good stuff. So definitely rewatch the first episode or listen to the first episode from season 1 if you want to learn more about Jazzy and Art on how we came up. But this season is just, we just kicking it off to let you know what's been going on, what's been,
Yeah.
how your 2020 been, and
2020 is ooh wee 2020 it has been rough.
it's been
It's
rough.
been rough. You know what I'm
Musically though,
saying?
how you think it's been?
Man, musically, what all has come out in 2020?
Man, it's been up and down. It's been a lot more single oriented, I would say, versus album.
Yeah.
Like one
I like
album that I
I
can
really like
say,
I like Lil Baby album a lot.
yeah,
I like that video
yes,
bigger than me,
bigger
right?
picture.
The bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
I think that video is amazing. I think he should definitely I think he should get a Grammy for that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I mean, and I
For
would,
his age group, he for me definitely Lil Baby, he's a tier up now. You know what I'm saying? So I think for this group right here, you have Da Baby, Lil Baby, Roddy. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? I think those are the top three. Just like we had Drake, Kendrick Cole. I feel
Yeah,
like those are the three right now that
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. They on
Yeah, little
male
baby trumping all the littles right now. He killing the little game at
Yeah,
this point.
he killing the little game. Yeah. So
But yeah,
shout out to him.
I think I got his album
Let
up
me see
there
what
with
else. Hold
album
up.
of the year. I think Uzi dropped this year.
How you
He
feel
had a
about Uzi?
crazy. I love Uzi. Like
Yeah.
from the
The
beginning,
album.
like he
So that
just the
whole
album is great. The album
okay.
he dropped the deluxe, I believe in March. And for right now, I think I don't know. I still think Lil Baby got it. It's still we in the what like ninth month of the year, so it's still room for somebody to come through and just But as you
Yeah.
know, Drake hasn't dropped yet, so that's still,
Yep.
when
Nas,
Drake
Nas,
dropped, that's
Nas drop.
yeah.
I like that Dave East just dropped. I like that a lot.
I'm talking about album of the year, not just album.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you were talking about albums I like. Okay, yeah. No. I don't think those are album of the year.
But I mean, it's cool to still talk about it, what you like, I guess. But
Yeah. I'm just trying to go through. I'm just looking at my phone right now,
see
just
what
trying to see
dropped.
what else. Yeah, it had Pop Smoke. We
Yeah.
can't, man. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Rest
That
in
album.
peace to Pop
That was a
Smoke.
good. That was a good album. That was a really
And
really good
see,
album.
when he first dropped, I wasn't a fan, but of course, when he passed, his music started to get heavily played. So as I'm listening, and I noticed that it's a style of rap in New York, I'm like, you know what? I respect it. It's good. Then I noticed a couple of spots that I went to, or just hearing it on radio and just seeing the reaction of people. And I'm a type of DJ that I may not just all the way love a song, but if I see the reaction of the people and they loving it, it is what it is. It's gonna be in my playlist.
Nah,
So
of course. I was always a fan. Like I mean, when the first time I heard Pop, I was a fan of Pop. I'm just happy that they did his last album justice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's put together very well, in my opinion. And even so with Pop and Nipsey, like I mean, a lot of people know Nipsey. Like I've
yeah.
been on, you know what I'm saying? So those guys were super talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wish they could have been around. Somebody that young. I think how old Pop Smoke was 20,
Yeah,
20,
it was a smooth
20? I
20,
think maybe
21.
2021. Like so. I mean, we only can imagine at that age what we were doing in 2020.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's my condolences to their families.
Absolutely.
But they were definitely some super talented guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. And then, besides the albums, I think what's been keeping us afloat, as well as the versus battles, that's been dope. That came, at a great time. Shout out to Timberland and Swiss Beats, both DJs.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
both DJs.
Yeah,
They gotta understand.
But for them creating that platform, I don't think they expect it to be as big as it is now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they started it. They started like 2-3 years ago.
Just
and I remember I'm watching it and I'm like going crazy. And I think then like maybe they probably had because probably had like 4,000 people. I remember sending it to my homies like, yo, Swiss and Tim going crazy right now. Y'all gotta tune in. I don't even watch live. Like I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? But I follow Swiss more than I follow Tim. But that I like to piggyback off you. I love what they doing with the verses. They highlight people. They especially people like Jonte Austin that the average person probably had never heard of Jonte Austin. You know what I'm saying? To see his catalog and to see that he's been blessed to make an amazing career. You know what I'm saying? Hits, major big hits. So or even the young people that don't know I don't know.
Badu.
Yeah, like or just never Jill Scott. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So what was your favorite one so far?
I love the energy from the reggae joint.
Okay.
I loved who else did I like? I think Jill Scott and Erykah Badu was a good one.
I think the T-Pain and Lil Jon was the most fun.
Okay.
That was just fun to watch, and they were both, animated, and that was like one of the first big ones too. And that was the one that I was like, oh, this is about to be a thing. I'm locked in.
And so the thing about that one, right? So Lil Jon is a DJ, right? So I think the way he placed his records. I think he won that one, but I mean, it's not about who, whatever, but I just think he just had him a little bit if we had to pick sides, but you know what I'm saying? But all those guys are super talented and you know what I'm saying? They made a career out of doing what they love to do. So they all winners.
Yeah. And speaking on the versus battle, we got a couple of DJs that'll be checking in with us that was behind some of your favorite artists, behind the scenes playing their music for them during the versus battle. So we'll talk about that later in the podcast. But just to, know that you ain't dealing with no anybody's, I'm saying, on this celebrity DJ podcast. But man,
hold on. Let me ask you this before you How did you feel? Because I didn't watch it. Because I want to go back on YouTube and watch the Monica and Brandy. How you feel about that?
Oh, Monica killed Brandy. Like,
Oh, she did.
like just
Wow.
killed her. But I will say this: Brandy got hits. Catalog is crazy. So I'm not just gonna say it was just like a, and then of course, female empowerment. We don't want
Right.
to, it wasn't a battle, it wasn't a
Right. Right.
competition. But
Right.
listen, Monica did her thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She was prepared. Like she
Right.
came
I
on
saw the
some like
memes.
her energy was like, nah. She had that whole like we like frenemies going on. And Brandon, she was so like, I got a poem. I'm just happy to be here with you, sis. And I mean, Monica had the same energy, but not really. It
Yeah.
wasn't the same. It was the same, but not really. She like,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah, yeah. But Monica did her thing, man. She came just off the rip. You know how some of the verses they ease into their catalog, like or
Yeah.
they big hits. Nah, Monica came out the gate like,
You know what would have been
let's get
dope
it.
though? You know what would have been dope if they and I know DJ Mars is Monica DJ. I don't know who Brandy DJ is.
Charisma. She was a girl DJ that she's a
Okay,
female
that's what I was
DJ
just about to say. I was like,
from the West.
that's dope. Okay, cool. That's super dope. Cause I'm like, man, if they would have had like two girl DJs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
that
know
would have been dope.
Mars has been with Monica forever. So
Yeah.
but yeah, if they would have had just two girls, just for the look,
For the look.
I think that would have been
But
super.
Charisma held it down for the ladies.
That's
Shout out
good.
to DJ
Shout out to
Charisma.
Charisma.
Yeah, man. And just speaking of just live period, a lot of my, it's slowed down now, but a lot of our peers was doing the IG live platform, using the DJ live and stuff.
Yeah,
Do you think like, is that a thing now for us? Like, or how you feel about that?
Oh, you had to pull my teeth by doing this. You know I'm not getting on no live to DJ.
I
Not at
thought
all.
about
Like,
it. I even bought the equipment for it, but
I can see you, but see, I can see you doing it. Like I can see you 100% like
But
on
you know
live,
what's
like going in.
crazy? A year ago, I was doing it, but live with radio. Like, but no, it wasn't. It was cool, but it was just like, it's live. Let's do it. I was in live on a noon mix, so I was like, hey, let's do it. And it was fun then. Now that the beginning of quarantine, I guess in March,
Oversaturated.
April, it was
Everybody,
just so many
it's so
people
many people at the
doing
top of
it.
your live. I'm like, yo, this is come
And
on.
I'm the type of DJ, like if you live and you my friend, I'm gonna tune in. But when I started seeing it was like 2 or 3 people in, I'm like, let me slide up out of here.
Yeah,
But I
I
would at
don't
least
even.
support though.
Yeah, and during quarantine for sure. Like I checked in on a few DJs who I respect or I've never heard DJ. So like I may stay in for a minute and but people have other things going. Like they may walk away for a minute and like if you're really active. So even D Nice, right? Like
Shout out to D Nice.
Man, DJ D Nice, he changed the game. But
I've
been like that's somebody who I respect and admire. So I had been like tapping in before this thing blew up. So I would see him here and there, like going live, and it wasn't a lot of people on his live, but he stayed consistent, and it worked out. Like his timing was impeccable. I mean, he DJ all the top events. Not to mention like his friends, his celebrity friends. He's probably like, yo, tune into my live or post my live or whatever. When you have friends, when you've been DJing for so long and you have this network of friends, it makes it a lot easier for you to build yourself up, And he was prepared. He was ready. He's used to the big stage. So whenever your name called, DJs, y'all got to be producers, DJs, rappers. You got to be ready.
And shout out to Michelle Obama. She was checking in and everybody live and all the verses. Shout out to Michelle Obama. She's so cultured. I was like, hey, Michelle. It is weird because it's like, no, I'm partying right now. I'm in the same situation with Obama. You know what I'm saying? Michelle Obama. Like, we lit. So,
man, that's why I look, man. Look, black people, man, I love my black people.
Yes.
Regardless of, all the crazy and madness stuff that's going on in our country right now. Have you had a conversation with Mumu about just the George Floyds and the just all the madness, the riot. I mean, not the riots, the protests. I don't want to call them riots. The protesting that's been going on, because I think right now, we didn't experience the civil rights movement, right? Our parents did. So I think right now is a critical time in history. And it's one of those moments where, I don't have any kids yet, but I mean, what was that conversation like Because Boo Boo's
Well,
super smart now.
yeah,
She's
she's
super
smart.
smart, so
She's super smart.
she gonna figure it out.
So when it first, like when George Floyd really, because with Ahmaud and George, that kind of was the big two that really sparked the rioting. And
Yeah,
then Breonna came along. So
right.
she was visiting with her dad, and she actually kind of, it was funny because she was like, yeah, but I was on TikTok, and you heard about George Floyd. I'm like, have you heard about
Hold on,
George Floyd?
she said she's telling you she's on TikTok.
Yeah, and she was just telling me how they were, it was like a lot of Black Lives Matters thing on TikTok or whatever. And she kind of like George Floyd eased into the conversation. So she was like, you know about George Floyd? So I'm like, do you know about George Floyd? Well, tell me
Wow.
about it. And
Yeah.
like what she was saying. And then, I was asking her, so what do you really think about it? Do you think you should, be involved in, or what do you think should happen? So she was just kind of giving me her intake on it, how she feels. She was asking me questions because a lot of stuff at the time she was 8, so a lot of stuff she just don't understand. So I got real deep into like different shows and movies to watch, and it's just an interesting conversation. It was a very interesting conversation, but we had it, and it's a constant conversation.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like it just goes away, because now you
absolutely.
got, it's so much and it keeps happening, which is crazy. But now we got a little hope with this new presidency, that
Yeah.
hopefully we get a new situation. And that's why it's so important to vote.
Yes, absolutely.
It's that's like,
We have to
I can't
exercise our
stress that
right to vote.
enough.
Yes, yes.
I can't stress that enough. Like,
And also just we still we have to do our research on our candidates though.
mm-hmm.
Regardless, like especially voting locally. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
yes.
that's what's really important. Like look up the dates to vote locally, and
Mm-hmm.
I've been conscious and figuring out dates, and I follow the right people. Especially we live in Atlanta, so people like Killer Mike and Ti,
Mm-hmm.
and those guys they are they're extremely vocal. So they can kind of keep me, a Shaka as well. They kind of keep me up to date when to vote, or because I can lose
Yeah.
track of time, but I still would try to look
Yes.
up these people and what they stand for and a little history on them. I could do more research, but one step at a time with us. We trying.
Well, listen,
You
as long
know,
as you're at the polls when it matters, that's all I ask you. Be at the
yes,
polls when it matters.
yes, yes,
And speaking
absolutely.
of Black Lives Matter and civil rights, we lost a couple of fallen. Man, we lost some real
Man,
OGs
we
this
lost
year.
Kobe the Bean. We
It
lost.
started with Kobe, you know
It
that,
started
right?
with, oh
After
my God, like
Kobe left us,
Kobe still don't seem
2020
real.
just, it doesn't. It's
Kobe,
so
it's like
weird.
Kobe is, Senator John Lewis, um, rest in peace,
Mm-hmm.
activist, amazing person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, he's up in age, so I think we probably would, I mean, whatever, but the Kobe,
Yeah.
like Kobe's like, no, it's like
Kobe
he
hit
had so
home.
much, even Chad,
Chadwick.
yeah,
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman.
Bozeman, yeah. So like those guys are like they haven't broke like they just getting over the hump.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
this chapter in Kobe's life, I want to speak specifically with Kobe because like I feel like the direction he was moving and just seeing his interactions
Mm-hmm.
with younger players, with him going to the game with his daughter. I
Yeah.
thought that was because I was watching the game, the
Mm-hmm.
famous picture with, I was watching the game. I'm like, man, Kobe's he just, I don't know, it was just a different energy. Would you agree? Like
I totally agree. And I
yeah.
was I was a super Jordan fan. So when it came to, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, it was always gonna be Jordan. But one thing you couldn't deny about Kobe was his game.
No,
Like his
no.
game it was what it was. He will forever be a great. And then, but of course what saddened me even more that, was his daughter as well passing.
Oh yeah,
And that's just
absolutely.
that was a touching, I think. Ooh, it just hit home, and it was just so like, wow, like your life can be gone in a blink of an eye. You have to cherish, every moment, every second of this life, because you just never know
You
when it's
never
your
know.
time.
Right.
So rest in peace, to Kobe and Gianna. So because that's
Yeah. And
hit
like just
deep.
and also because and let's remove the celebrities. Like we go back to COVID. Like look at like how many people just died in the hospitals alone.
Yep.
Right? Like their families couldn't go to the hospital and see them, and you know the hospitals are overcrowded, and they had to just put their bodies just in a van or just like those people, right? So we
Yeah.
don't we fail to mention those people that have died and passed away in 2020. So 2020 has been a rough year,
It's been
man.
rough.
It's been a rough year. Hopefully, during this fall that's about to come up, the COVID cases go down, but I know more people get sick in the winter, but hopefully
somebody, by the grace of God, some miracle happened or something. You never know, So I'm trying. Now I'm moving into the 9th month of the year. The year is almost over, but just because the year is over don't mean as COVID's gonna be over. Let's get that right. But I'm being a little more optimistic versus the beginning of the year. Now it's like, all right, let's we're fully aware of what's going on. We're practicing social distancing. We're trying to really figure it out. So I just encourage everybody to just be somewhat optimistic on the researching. We're closer to, hopefully a cure, and just to still wear your mask, wash your hands, just really try to prevent from catching it or giving it to somebody. If you do have it, stay as in the house. Quarantine. It's quarantine. But
so look, I had to check somebody walking out the bathroom the other day. I'm sorry. I'm that guy.
What'd you say to him?
I said, you really not gonna wash your hands during COVID? Like, I mean, it's up to you. Like, I'm just.
But did they go back and wash it?
He's like, oh yeah, man, I was just. No, you're nasty. That's exactly what you are.
Now, what color was this person, if you don't mind me asking?
This gentleman so happened to be Caucasian.
Okay, just put that out there.
It's
nothing against my Caucasian brothers and sisters. Just
because it's black people. It's black people that don't wash their hands too.
Oh, absolutely.
But this gentleman just so happened to be. I said, hey man, it's up to you. I just during COVID, you kind of might want to.
Right.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Yeah, man. But
20 seconds.
Pivoting from COVID, man. Other than that, man, life been crazy. But shout out to NBA. I've been being entertained by the
back.
NBA.
NBA is back.
Is thriving in the playoffs. And
yes, man.
I'm mad
my Grizzlies. I'm mad my Grizzlies didn't make the playoffs.
Oh,
that's okay. No. We had the AC.
Shout out to the rookie of the year, though. Shout out to the rookie of the year.
Shout out to rookie of the year, Ja Morant. But I feel like we're a young team, and it wasn't our year. LeBron, they would have swept us. The Blazers won one game, but I really believe the Lakers would have swept the Grizzlies.
I mean, same here. I'm a Hawks fan, and boy Trey can't do it by himself, but we're a young team too.
Y'all a young team, yeah. Hawks a young team. Hawks a young team, but I think LeBron gonna win it all. I think my boy gonna do what he got to do.
But I'm so happy. What it is. I think
the game is about to get ready to come on. Yes. It's time. Yeah. What you mean? It's time.
It's time for LeBron to, this is his time. If he gonna win, this is the time to do it. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what
I'm saying. So you think he got one more in him?
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, he's the best player in the NBA right now. Like, so why wouldn't he? I'd be disappointed kind of at his career if he don't get one right now.
Yeah.
And so, so that's that. We got the Lakers winning it all. We'll see.
We got Lakers football coming up.
Football coming up,
Yeah, I know you don't keep up with baseball, but all that's on, and I'm just so happy.
No. Don't skip on football like that now. I'm a Cowboys fan.
Okay, let's be clear.
So you know what I'm saying? My boy
I'm a Giants fan. We're in the same division.
I said, you a Giants fan, bro?
Yeah. Y'all franchise have like what, one more ring than us?
We got 6.
Take your time. Think about it. Yeah. Y'all have like one more than us.
6.
Yeah. I'm a Giants fan.
Man. I'm sorry to hear that, but shout out to my boy Dak.
When the last time y'all won a ring?
Zeke. It don't matter. We got it.
Okay. That's always the conversation. When was the last time y'all won a ring? What, 90 what, 3?
It don't matter, man. We got
it. Don't matter. Y'all got them.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. New episode. Man, I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
I'm excited too. I'm really excited too, just to give the audience, game, and just to give them encouragement And just to hear from these, legends, let's be real, like the people we got this seasons are legends. I looked up to these people. I still look up to these DJs.
Yes.
They're role models. They're activists. They're, entrepreneurs.
You want to go ahead and throw out a couple. Just give them
couple of names.
Give them a couple. Just give them two. Just give them two.
Two. Yeah. All right. The legendary legend himself, DJ Jelly.
DJ Jelly.
Ooh.
If y'all don't know DJ, if you're a DJ or you're a producer, you're artist,
music head. Period.
Please look up DJ Jelly, Atlanta legend, worldwide legend.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give him the season 2?
You give him one. I gave mine. You give what you got?
We're gonna jump right in with the OG, somebody I've always looked up to and admired and respected. He's everybody know him throughout the 50 states. You know what I'm saying? DJ Devin Steele.
Devin Steele.
Another OG. He's gonna just game. It's gonna be a lot of game, a lot of wisdom, a lot of just to help DJs, to help artists, to help no matter what lane you in. I think it's important to tap in with the OGs. And this episode we definitely got some OGs on here, so I'm excited.
Speaking of that, man, we just might well get right to it. I don't know what we're waiting on.
What you mean?
Let's get right to it. I think we should just jump into episode 2.
Come on, let's go.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, man.
Episode 2.
All right,
we dropping one. Look, episode 1 and 2 today.
1 and 2 today.
Let's do it. All right, let's log off. I'm done. We done talking. Let's log off, man.
It's been another episode of Jazzy and Facts.
On wax.
On wax.
Baby.
Let me hit that weed.